So we're going to have conversations with very talented musicians, Indonesian musicians, Hita Dewi, who is joined us now. Hita Dewi, we are going to talk soon with her. But before we talk to Hita Dewi and find out more about her talented musics, we are going to see and tell you about the story and achievements of Hita Dewi. So, Indonesian singer Hita Dewi Abashara dazzles Beijing, winning the international Mandarin song competitions and proving music truly transcends borders.
Abashara achieved a remarkable milestone last week by claiming first place at the International Mandarin Song Competition held in Beijing. Competing against over 200 contestants from across Asia, she captivated the judging panel with her refined vocal technique and deeply felt lyrical interpretation. In the final round, Hita Dewi performed the classic Mandarin song "The Moon Represents My Heart" in an elegant, contemporary arrangement. Her rendition drew a standing ovation from the audience, and a panel of Chinese music maestros lauded her new. A great voice, and by the way, congratulations on winning the contest, Hita. And now we're going to have the dialogue live from Beijing with the Hita, the singer herself. Hello, Hita Dewi. How are you today? Can you hear us?
So, good. Yes, I can hear you.
Yay.
Good morning, Mr. Ferdy and Miss Stephanie.
Good morning. How are you there? Is it good over there? The weather is nice?
Everything is great. Everything has been great. I hope everything is going great for Sir and Miss.
Thank you very much. And thank you also for joining us here on TVRI World. We're very delighted to be speaking with you. First of all, we would like to know your story about the day that you joined into music. If you can tell us about the moment you realized music was your first calling.
Well, since I was a baby, around like 9 months old, my mother often told me that I already showed sensitivity to music whenever I hear music or her music, even just from someone humming or making drum sounds with their mouth. I would start moving and dancing as if I was a little performer. And I would even hum along, trying to follow the rhythm. And as I grew up, every time music was played at home or in the car, I would sing along every day. When I turned 5, my parents enrolled me to a professional music school where I was guided by my mentor professionally. I also won many received like a lot of international awards. I think that's when I realized this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, to be a professional singer and a musical theater performer. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. And talking about inspiration, what inspired you to pursue the career in singing, and especially within the Indonesian music scene?
Well, I love singing, dancing, and acting. I always enjoys like good challenges, and that's what keeps me motivated to create things. I also hope that my song can inspire everybody else, others. I was born and raised in Indonesia, so it is not. It's only natural for me to start my career here. In Indonesia has a rich artistic culture, and art is a big part of every people's lives here. For me, this is a great place to begin all of my journey in music.
All right. You has this calling since you were born and you're a musician. So how would you describe your music style and how do you think it evolved during time?
Well, I'm still 16 now, and I'm still exploring my musical identity. The songs I sing usually reflect teenage lives, most the main point, our struggles, emotions, and how we see the world. I want to represent young people through lyrics that speaks honestly about our journey and experiences.
Wow, that's so great. And talking about the international performances, so what is it like when you're doing your first performance?
Well, my first international performances is at 8 years old. I joined an Asian singing competition and won like a gold medal. My parents have always told me to give my best in everything that I do, and every time I step on stage, I never felt nervous or such feelings like big results. I always believe that when we prepare well enough, success will follow. Another highlight in life is being able to make my parents, teacher, and mentors proud.
Right. Now, that's very inspiring. So Hita Dewi, last questions. What advice would you give to young Indonesian musicians aspiring to perform internationally like you? Because you have shown a very good example and very inspiring to everyone.
Okay, I'm still young to learn and learn.
Well, now we're going back to our dialogue with Hita. So, hello Hita, can you still hear us? We would like to ask you the last question
Yes, I
again.
can hear you.
Okay, great. So, what advice would you give to young audience, especially the aspiring musicians, to perform internationally?
Well, I'm still very young, too, and like still learning every day. In my opinion, well, talent alone is not enough. You need to have like a strong will to keep learning and practicing, even when no one tells you to do it. Well, starting by giving your best in your own country, create great songs, and work on with your stage presence. And then if you want to go internationally, well, you need to first learn global language and connect with international music communities. That is my advice.
Right.
Wow, that's very strong message actually for the young generations as your age. So thank you very much, Hita Dewi, for joining us here once again on TVRI World. We wish you best in everything that you do and keep inspiring.
Yes, exactly. You're very young, you're very inspiring, and this dialogue is really so fruitful for our young audience, especially all the musicians out there.
So thank you very much, Hita Dewi, for
Thank you
the
so
session
much.
today.
Thank you, Mr.
Have a good
Yes.
day.
Have a good day. And
So,
moving on to our next story, it's
right.
coming from our senior singers as well.
Right, that's right.